It is 9:11 a.m. Tuesday, June 20th, 2017. My name is Alexander William Erickson. This is the first memo to Hewlett Packard and I.B.M. from their Chief Engineer of Operations. I am Alexander, Master Chief Engineer of Planet Earth. I own Intertect LLC, a New Jersey business. So if we are here to debate ownership interests, I own every single piece of above ground, underground farming equipment other than pink slip owned tractors and trailers owned by real estate farmers that have zero debt. So that's when I say I am engineer. Anything that I can qualify as any type of farming equipment, mine crafting equipment, manufacturing equipment, production equipment, oil production equipment, gasoline production, anything. I own it. It's mine. It's part of my patent book. I am Al Will 23. I am a very important human being. I have been informed this in numerous ways and fashions. However, I have not been provided paperwork or credentials that I can share with you at this time because there is a lot of evil in this world. And I am here to combat that. It is why I am founding my military institution, CIA Family Resources. So understand that while I.B.M. is on the clock to come and get me and name me their CEO because of historical contracts, that I am certain Hewlett Packard and I.B.M., who this memo is designed to reach out to, are prepared to act like those are null, void, and never existed. In fact, they have probably burned them and do not exist. I accept that and I advance and move forward. Again, I am Intertect LLC, and I will achieve these positions. Intertect LLC represents elite farming. In terms of branding, none of that matters. Brass tacks it. I am Alexander. Engineer means king. I am King Alexander. I am trying to recruit Hewlett Packard, Hewlett and Packard, I.B.M., International Business Machines Corporation, and I.B.M. Defense Contractor to work with me and organize all of my problems. Real quickly, gambling. I always gamble on numbers that are familiar with me. This is number 29. I predicted when I looked at my I.B.M. leadership calendar, I would hit number 29. Even though I've missed all of the other deadlines, I am currently acting as a terrorist trying to negotiate $150 million from the state of California through various means and ways because I have no other way of trying to raise funds because I have been deemed disabled. So this is where we're at. You're going to continue to tell me no, and I'm going to continue to approach you as Alexander, Master Chief Engineer of Planet Earth. We can write the branding however it needs to happen. Leadership. I was raised by women to be very nice. And that taught me to be very duplicitous and to never expose myself as an alpha male who is very dominant. Women have taken everything away from men. We look at the alpha hetero 1970s marketing era as a TV show of what maybe it used to be like. when men got laid. So I approach this situation with an attitude of, I am going to be the greatest of all time. I am going to be Master Chief of Engineers that gets to run around a halo killing aliens designed to train me as a combatant in a kick-ass Gundam suit. Because I am that motivated of an individual. I am that interested in winning. I thought about playing more Halo. Instead, I am going to live Halo. I have invited Microsoft to begin building the cement mixer I need. Women have taught us to not live like that. Women have forced us to not think like that. Women have attacked us. And we can't do anything about it because how they raised us to be civil and act cooperatively, even though they might not be cooperating. So yes, my tactics in leading women are certainly subject to question. They're inflammatory, they're horrific, and I believe they are indicative of women attacking me. And if Ginny Rometty and all these other women have never met me and have absolutely no idea what I am talking about, then forgive me. I am a young king learning to lead as the Master Chief Engineer of planet Earth. I.B.M. leadership training. This is one of those moments where it doesn't matter what branding you are going to allow me to put behind my business positions and my government positions. I am developing a training deck. I am calling it I.B.M. leadership training. These are the people that I am recruiting in this category. I want things to work out in business with these people and myself. But some of these people made deals in the 1970s that have transitioned their persona in an allowance or provision to keep me, A.W.E, from my position. So I do not want to hesitate to be clear that if these people and these organizations are going to continue to stand against my position, I am founding my own military institution. I will eventually be at UC Santa Cruz or an equivalent university, advancing 3 PhDs in communications, biology, and astroengineering. And I will show up with my own military, with our own weapons, and we will take over. And you can count on that happening 27 years from tomorrow. If your decision is to not work with me. Understand I am young, but I'm eager to improve it. A lot of people will hear about A.W.E leadership training. It is smaller. It is confused. I have not yet properly launched it. But to give you an idea of the people that I would be recruiting to be involved in that: Zach Galifianakis, Bruce Willis, Jeremy Piven, Jason Alexander. People that are very advanced in their careers and are very well trained in a few aspects of leadership and teaching and training that they can deliver in their own unique ways. So when you look at the class of people and the level at which I can communicate. Attempting to follow me in a civilian, mathematical, Russian spy manner is a very dangerous thing to do. I stated in this meeting that I would talk about democracy. Let's go back to democracy real quick. We want to talk about democracy. My goal is to recruit Senator Elizabeth Warren to approach this PhD assignment of true democracy now as a sincere and legitimate opportunity. And if not, I'm going to be looking for a person who has not seen as much time as an elected official to take on that position. Because if Senator Warren is just unavailable to apply, then certainly I will need to find somebody that is deeper in the circle of academia. So in terms of social engineering and women and leadership, I am actively trying to promote leadership. The CIA file that I was supplied stated that the porn star known as Alexis Texas is actually a sergeant in a quote-unquote military. So I extended her an invitation to be recruited and trained with my special operations forces. I extend every courtesy and every opportunity, regardless of sex or religion or race or creed. I am looking for people that want to work, and I am looking for women in leadership that want to own their roles, that want to develop themselves in leaders, that want to be their best. I transition that to social engineering equipment. Before I do that, I'll conclude with this document. You can see here there's nothing written on it because the National Security Agency might need to write something on it and edit my voice so that the Central Intelligence Agency and international business machines could cooperate and collaborate in destroying my identity in a new and more fascinating and creative manner. These are called the green sheets. I've been using the green sheets with my father since we were at Willow Equities in 2003, and then we continued using the green sheets with Grand Point Community Builders Incorporated, which was doing business as North Point Development and NextRoute. And so the green sheets are something I'm going to stick with through this developmental process. Okay, I.B.M social engineering equipment. There's one product that I have verified, confirmed, and lived through. The system that I know exists is called I.B.M Dreamcaster. The technology that brought planet Earth the wet dream or puberty clockwork. I do not have control as Master Chief Engineer of planet Earth over this equipment. I do not know what this equipment is doing. But I do know that I was told about this equipment in my sexual education textbook, briefly, federal disclosure. I experienced this equipment working. And that does not coordinate with the 1986 year. It does not coordinate with 1994. It's somewhere in between. It's 1991 or 1992. I really don't know the counters. When did I start masturbating? I don't know. I don't know, but I know that it was coordinated with them, and I remember all of this, and I don't know what they are doing with that equipment. And I need to be clear. My name is King Alexander. When I talk about social engineering equipment, every single person on planet Earth is my slave. And I am prepared to inject every slave with the revelation of the Bible that forces you into a prisoner of war camp to protect you from the evil people that are using this I.B.M Dreamcaster equipment for malignant and malign purposes. I hope that my spies that made deals in the 70s Jerry Brown, Meg Whitman, Jeannie Rometty will figure out how to evolve and train themselves into being who I need them to be to avoid some of the most horrific social engineering solutions that I am going to be faced with on my graduation day. I look forward to working with all of I.B.M. and Hewlett and Packard and creating an incredible company and an incredible set of products that spans all of existence and all of the horizons that we can see. We have a lot of work to do, and we have to clean up our act. My name is Alexander William Erickson.